a document for that. And it's linked in the Discord. We'll get it linked down in the description of the live video for you as well, so that you guys have a place to dump that kind of stuff so we can keep track of it. Because if you throw those things in chat, it's going to get filtered out by the spam bot and we're not going to see it. So I want to make sure that we see that this week. Also, for the first time in a long time, Michael Mullins, Laser Engraving 911, here in the studio with us.
Dude, I'm excited to hear some of these Black Friday deals.
You ready to munch on some
guys?
deals? Dude, we got some good stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty stoked to share it. And yeah, so that's it. Matt and Kyle here as always. Matt, why don't you take us away with chat real quick? Let's say hi to everybody, and I'll get the list pulled up and we'll get ready to go.
Yep, we got some of our oldies but goldies here. First off, we got Round Cheese Wheel said cheese. What's that mean? We got Cuban Cracked showed up second. Mike C showed up. We got Laura. We got M. DeMarco, Alex Pugzoo, John Uftring. What's up, John? Richie from Gulf Coast Laser Engraving. We got Bunny Washer showed up, one of our coin champions. Santa's Laser Engraving. Like are you free from the shop this week, dude, man? Like I thought you were gonna be like going crazy. Gonna be my last show this year. Wow, okay. And then we've got Mrs. Laser Everything, Interceptor 001, Jim C, Keith Boardley, Directed Tech, and then Laser Engraving 911. What's up? That's everybody so far, man.
Nuts. Sorry.
I also am gonna fucking check out for a second because I found a missing link and I need to add it before we get started. So I'm gonna add that really quick too.
While you're saying,
Matt, Michael, it's up to you guys.
Yeah,
everybody else is working.
What's up? So everybody else is working. All right.
You
so
just I saw on your channel,
Yeah.
by the way, I want to talk about this anyway, but it's a good time for it. You just published a video about buying some of the cheapest lasers on the internet. I really want to hear about that. Can you talk about that episode a little bit?
Yeah, so that is that episode that I released today has been a dream of mine, kind of like, our dream of like, what was that website we were going to come up with about everything from China?
From China with Love.
From China with Love. We were going to create a website at one point called, but anyways, it was like one of those dreams where it's like, you know what? One of these days, I'm going to scour the internet for like the dirtiest, cheapest laser engraving machines I can find and just pay whatever and just review them, just straight up, open them up blind with no research on it, nothing. And you can imagine how that went.
Bad, poorly.
So I got a $68 unit from Temu, and then I went up to
that was the longer Ray 5 Mini, right?
Yeah.
I'm really curious about what you thought about that because I have one sitting on the counter at the shop right now that I bought with my own money, but I got mine off Amazon, and I got a higher wattage than you. What did you think of it?
Well, you'll have to watch the video, but it basically died on camera.
Great. Excellent. Super good.
It basically died during my review. So
I do have that laser linked in this list in case anybody wants to take the journey with us, because I plan to play with mine too.
A Temu knockoff. I don't know. I bought it from Temu. So
sure.
And then I reviewed the Two Trees TS1. Have you ever seen the little ads for that thing all over the place? That little box, the small. Ooh, man, that one's even more cringy to watch me review that one. So, and then at the end, I finished it off with the Pixie, which actually didn't perform that bad. So awesome. The Pixie won the challenge, and the rest of the first part of the video is just pure comedy. Pure comedy. So it was really fun to make. My editor Haley had the best time ever cracking jokes at me during the video, making fun of me during the video, and everything going on. So it was really fun. It was just I put it up for entertainment.
That sounds like a good watch. Yeah, if you guys aren't already, for some weird reason, subscribe to Michael on YouTube. It's Laser Engraving 911. That's the video he just published. So if you want to see what not to buy, that sounds like the video to go for.
Except for the Pixie. The Pixie, if you only got, couple $100, $300, and you just want to get just get a little taste,
Yeah.
of laser engraving. I think you could do all right with that one.
What wattage did you get for the Pixie?
What?
What wattage did you get for the Pixie?
Oh, dude, it
what
was
wattage module
10.
do you have?
It was 10.
You have the
It was
10.
10.
Dude, I had the 10 too. I thought it was rock solid. My review, my full length review for that, I think is coming out tomorrow or maybe Thursday, depending on how much editing I get done tonight. But it's nearly there. I'm just laying in footage. The audio cut's done. So if you guys want to learn more about that laser, keep an eye out for my full review of it, because I gave it, it's got a whole 15-minute video just for it from me.
Wow.
And I praise it pretty hard. I like it. I pushed it really hard, and I'm kind of a big fan of it. And it's on today's list too. I still do recommend it, and I've recommended it to a few people in the Discord that have enjoyed it so far too. Of course, they're not like hardcore laser business owners, right? Like these are people just trying to dip toes, but they, it seems to be going well for them so far too, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, because I get inundated every month with, there's always someone in the comments that's like, hey, I only have this much money. I'm curious, what should I get? And so I wanted to show them a little bit what not to spend their money on, and maybe something that might be worth their while.
Yeah, there are definitely, I think there's definitely a price floor for lasers too, and a lot of those fell under it. I mean, even honestly, the Pixie's the exception to the rule, because that, with its cheapest module, also kind of dips under what you should be paying bare minimum for a laser engraver, and that one just like gets away with it. But even like, I also have recently finished the review for the Ortra R1, which hasn't been posted yet. I got like 4 out of 10 on my scale that I use for my reviews on the channel, and it's just a miserable excuse for a piece of equipment. It's really hard to watch review. It's punchy for sure. So we won't steer you guys wrong. A lot of those would be easy affiliate sales, but we're here to share with you guys the things that we actually like, the things that we'd actually use day to day. We've got a lot of that we can dip into today. How are you doing, Kyle? Are we mostly caught up?
Pretty much.
He says pretty much. Can I start at the top?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, perfect. First item, guys. Hey, look, it's the
What do you know?
What do you know? It's 20% off. That's an actual sale. 20% off. It's slightly less expensive than it cost when I reviewed it, but it is substantially less expensive than it is on Algo Laser's website right now. So if you want one, probably before the end of 2025, you're not willing to wait into the new year to see how the price fluctuates, this is the lowest price that I can find on it right now. I do think it's worth $320. I also think that the lower wattage ones are worth it. I really like the spot size that you can get out of things like the 3-watt module that they sell for it. It'd be great for doing like small photos and things like that. The 10-watt version also has a decent amount of cutting power for a 10-watt diode. I'm sure some things require multiple passes. You're going to be taking longer to do things that would be much, much faster on much larger machines, but not for $320. So I like it. It does a lot of neat little things. It's got a lot of little tricks up its sleeve. And the onboard OS, I don't know if you agree with this, Michael. I found the onboard OS would be actually usable and serviceable in an environment where I didn't have external electronics to control the laser. I felt like it could get the job done for you.
In that sense, it could get the job done.
Whereas
did I love every single little app feature that was in it? No. But if you had nothing and you didn't have the app and you just needed to operate it from the screen, you could.
Compare that to, say, like the X-Tool F1. What are you doing with that without an external device?
Yeah, you have to have something. Yeah,
nothing. You have to have something. Yeah. So yeah, I think
if you've got a thumb drive or some preloaded stuff and you need to take it with you, you could do that and just operate it right from the screen. Yeah.
Yep. So that's the first pick of the day, guys. It's the Algo Laser Pixie. Again, keep an eye out for that review that's going to be coming out the next day or two. The next item on the list here is the X-Tool F1, the OG, the original, which has hit a sub $1,000 price tag. I just finished my review of the We Create Lumos, which was $1,300 at the time of the review, and we were constantly comparing it to the $1,300 price tag of the X-Tool F1. So this again is an actual discount. They're asking $998.99 on Amazon right now, and I think that's a fair price. The X-Tool F1 is a super rad laser. I use it very often as the bar to compare other small form factor lasers against. And you know, it's just kind of like a standby. It's been around long enough. I think it's well tested. I think that people who have something true and negative to say about it, they've said it. Like, the information is out there, you know, on whether or not this laser is for you. And that's why I think it's actually pretty fairly valued at $1,000. You get multiple wavelengths. You're getting the 455 nanometer blue light diode, as well as the 1064 nanometer fiber or infrared diode. And it is capable. It does a lot. I wouldn't buy it as, like, you know, they're showing it with a tumbler here. I don't know if I'd buy it as a tumbler machine, but it can do a lot of things. What's up, man?
Question. So didn't they just come out with an F1 like upgrade of the OG F1? Like a little, it's like, it's got an orange shield on it. I don't know, like an upgraded F1 or something like that.
There's like the F2 is out now.
So no, not the F. Oh, the F2. That's
not the Ultra. It's not the. I'm not talking
about.
No,
just the F2.
It's just the F2, and the F2 is out now. It's definitely more expensive. And one of the things that they did in that is they're pushing. I don't even see it.
That's what I wanted to know. Is like, what's the upgrade of it?
It's basically they're pushing the wattage on everything. So it's I believe instead of a 10-watt diode module, it's a 20-watt. Don't quote me on this. And instead of a 1-watt IR module, it's like a 5 or 1.5 watt. It's a 5, something like that. I don't have it in front of me, and it's not coming up on Amazon. So
nice.
I can't give you a direct comparison, but it's definitely not $1,000.
No,
for sure,
that's a good deal.
It's brand new. It just came out, so I wouldn't call that a deal either way. But it is a good point. So if you want something more powerful, that might be something to look at. And of course, this isn't even in the same league as the Ultras, right? So we're not talking about the Ultras here with those beefy, like, actual fiber sources and things like that. This is a self-contained little unit. It's low power, and it is far less expensive. I think for the price of the F1 Ultra, you can get like 4 of these, right? So they're not the same thing. It's an apples and oranges conversation.
And it's super compact, like super tiny. Yeah,
super small. It's like half the size of the We Create Lumos. You are like quieter than I think you've ever been, Matt, today.
Well, I mean,
Matt's
you guys are
probably shopping. You probably got a window open. Matt's probably shopping your deals.
I know,
right?
Yeah, I'm literally. I was just about to say 2 things are happening. Number 1, you guys are talking about machines that I've never had my hands on, but you guys have. And number 2, I'm absolutely doing what Michael just said. I'm like clicking, I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, how many shows or things would I have to do to pay that off? Like, literally sitting there like $1,000. Okay, that's like 2 times.
We talked about this just to confirm in chat. The F1 Lite doesn't come with IR. That's true. So if you're looking at the F1 Lite, which is not what we were just looking at, you're not going to see an IR module on that. Here it is. We talked about it briefly at the beginning of the show. It's the Longer Ray 5 Mini laser engraver. This was the cheapest one I could find on Amazon. And if you pick it up right now with the 2.5 watt diode module, you're looking at $91.19 with no concerns about customs, right? Import duties, taxes, things like that, or shipping. I'm sure you had to pay shipping on Temu. Was it free shipping at $60 on Temu?
It was free shipping, dude.
That's wild, dude. That's crazy.
That's why I got it, because it fit my video. You know,
I'm not endorsing this machine at all in any way. Okay, let me just be perfectly clear about that. My show notes, my actual show notes on screen that I'm looking at right now say 9% off on Amazon take the journey with me. So if you're curious and you want to roll the dice along with me, I bought this with my own money. I think Michael did too, didn't you? You bought it with your own money.
I did.
Yeah.
Sure
So
did.
neither of us got this from free. This isn't an ad. We don't have affiliate links. Well, we probably have affiliate links for it, but guys, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to enjoy possibly one of the worst lasers ever, or maybe one of the best deals on Amazon.
Or prove me wrong. Prove
Michael Mullins wrong.
I actually gave this laser a name on my video today. His name is Ramondo.
That's really
so
funny.
This is Ramondo we're talking about. If you want to know more, watch the video, but prove me wrong. Bring Ramondo back from the grave. I challenge all of you.
I'll try. I'm going to try. I've never owned
we should also have something flash beneath this. Like, we do not endorse the purchase of this thing. Like, just like really quick, like legal stuff that, like, in case of a fire in your home, like, make sure that you have all accessories and tools listed below for fire safety.
I'll add that in post. I'm not gonna stray too long on that though. We've got so many things to cover today. The next up, guys, you just saw the review. It's the We Create Lumos, again, actually on sale during. Thank you. During the review, I was super amped about the price being $1,260 some odd dollars, and right now it's $1,100. It's $1099.99. That's just for the basic kit. That's exactly what I reviewed. For what you're getting, I still think this is a steal. So if you want the F1, but you want a little bit more IR output, that's basically what you're getting here. You've got the onboard camera, autofocus. The 2-watt IR is really the absolute seller for this machine. They finally added the bidirectional scanning back to it, which makes it 100% usable. I haven't gotten it working with Lightburn yet, so if you need Lightburn compatibility, maybe steer clear. But otherwise, this machine did a really great. It got an 8 out of 10 for me. Yeah, that's a great. So it scored a great, and I'm stoked on it. I've been stoked on it since I got it in the shop, and We Create did what they needed to do to turn my review around mid-review. Originally, we were giving this machine like a 5 out of 10. That was
what impressed me a bunch. Yeah. That was like within a week of you dropping that. They were like, fixed.
Yeah, yeah. So the things that really had to change for this machine to be great have been changed, and I'm amped on it now. And if I thought $1,200 and some change was a good price, then $1,000, $1,100 is a great price for sure. Did you play with one of these, Michael?
I have not played with him, but I played vicariously with it through watching your review in its entirety, and I could see that you played with it, and so I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's a solid machine. We do have a full review out for it, so if you want to see that, check out the channel. What's up?
I know you did like the next to each other, the F1, and then like when it was only unidirectional, and then I know you did like a post later that was like when they were both bidirectional. Wasn't the We Create actually a little bit faster by like 3 seconds or something?
Yeah, it was just like a hair faster. I mean, we're talking like milliseconds to seconds, so it wasn't like a huge difference like it was before the Lumos got bidirectional.
Like it's now like literally comparable.
I would definitely say comparable now. Before, it was getting slaughtered by the F1, like 10 to 15 minutes longer to run 30 minutes.
That was mostly because it was not bidirectional, right?
It was not scanning bidirectionally. Yeah, and of course, we did extensive tests, and I covered this in the review too. Through my testing, I found no indication that bidirectional scanning on this machine produced significantly decreased quality results when compared to the unidirectional scan. So I can't tell if they cut corners to make that work. I can't tell where they are. I think that they did a fine job implementing it. So again, guys, this is like $200 cheaper-ish than when I reviewed it, and I'd say that's a fair deal. So that's why I'm including it in today's list. I haven't been really excited about anything on the list yet. Everything's been kind of like fair. This one I'm really excited about. The Ortur LaserMaster 3. This is an old machine, guys. When this came out, it was like $1,200, and it was designed to compete with the Xtool D1 Pro. If you remember that laser, it was an open frame diode laser. It started out at 10 watts. They came out with a 20-watt module shortly after. This machine on Black Friday is now sub $300. And I love this machine. It's one of my favorite lasers I've ever used, let alone favorite diode lasers. And one of the best things about the LaserMaster 3 is that it supports almost every single module that Ortur makes. And my favorite thing about Ortur as a company is the modules. They make 10 out of 10 modules. Their modules are what save their review scores when we review these machines. They are
Their modules
flawless.
have modules.
Their modules have modules. They're super, super good. And the more you, yeah, go ahead.
Can we just talk really quick? Since I know we haven't gotten into any of the fake Black Friday deals too much. Can we just talk about the marketing really quick of the 10,000 milliwatt laser,
know, right? Yeah,
or 12,000 what is it, millimeters per second? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just notice it on all the different vendors.
It's the worst. I don't know if you remember this, dude, but like they used to do the machine wattage instead of the optical wattage.
Yes.
So it'd be like a
of course I
120 watt diode laser, but it was like a 5 watt module, you know?
Yes. So just to be clear, this is a 10 watt diode laser, not a 10,000 watt. Anyway, carry on.
The best part is people trying to catch those things, or trying to figure out why is this one 3,000 and why is this one 250. And they're like, this one's like 1,000 times better. Like,
yeah, this one's like 10,000 times more wattage, and it's cheaper.
Put it in my cart.
Yep. Yeah. So not to take away from that, because that's absolutely true, and that's something to keep an eye on. Manufacturers are always making you do math to compare their products to other people's products, and that sucks. But one number that we can rely on here is the spot size, which I tested relentlessly. Their 0.05 by 0.1 millimeter spot size is excellent for 10 watt diode laser, and the lower wattage modules that they produce, and I think 1 or 2 of the higher wattage modules they produce, have even smaller spot sizes. Some of my favorites, like the 5 watt short focus module on some of their older machines, works great on this laser, and you can have it for a couple $100. I think less than $200 last time I checked. And you can even load up their little 1.3 watt LU, I think it's 2-2 module on this machine. And you're like, what are you going to do with 1.3 watts? It's what can't you do when you have a 0.03 by 0.06 millimeter spot size? Imagine the detail you could cram into a 400 by 400 millimeter space with a spot size that small. I mean, it would take forever to run, but it would look so good. So anyway, I'm recommending this machine for the modules. I think out of all of Ortur's equipment, this is their best platform to run their modules. And if you want to invest in their diode modules, this is the platform I would purchase to do so. And it's sub $300. I haven't seen it sub $300 in a long time.
Actually, a discussion about that in chat real quick.
Yeah,
so there were a couple of people are saying, hey, interesting. I see the LM3 is $299 for me on Amazon with the coupon. Am I missing another discount? So is this link that you're using, what is it shared already in the comments below?
It's the I don't know if our final lists are shared in the comments below yet. I'll publish those after the show once I make them read only.
Because so for those of you who are looking for that extra 15 or 20 bucks, hang on.
I think that the difference is that I'm on my Amazon business account.
That's what they're saying too.
Yeah, there will be price differences between business and non-business accounts.
Yeah, so if you're using a consumer account, you don't have Amazon Business, you'll probably see these a little bit higher. Though I'd recommend getting Amazon Business if you don't have it. It's rock solid. So yeah, the sub $300 price on this, I think, is beautiful. But if it's $10 more for you, it's $10 more for you. It doesn't really matter to me. I would say it's a great deal regardless. I'd pay an extra $50 over the current price right now for this machine, and I'd say it's a rock solid deal just to have a sturdy, beautiful platform to run Ortur modules on. And we'll talk a little bit more about those as we continue down our list here.
Or you could also buy 5 of the Pixies, right? Is that,
or you can buy 5? Yeah. No, not 5. No, not 5 of the Pixies.
Pixie Party.
You could get 3 of those longer Ray 5 minis though.
There you go.
So the next one, guys, is the Afero Laser 1. I reviewed this laser
the hell
too.
is that?
Like, dude, I reviewed this laser like 4 years ago, and I loved it. It's fucking awesome.
He was like
And
giddy about this thing. He's like, dude, this thing is so rad.
it's still rad. It's super cool. I love it. It's got limit switches on something that small. It's really rocking. The reason why I added it to the list, though, I wouldn't normally add this because it's so old, but the reason I added it to the list is because it's the only legitimate place that I can find where you can still buy the LU2-2 module. That's their 1.6 watt module with that insanely small spot size. They still don't produce a module that beats its spot size, and you can get it included with the AL1 when you buy it. I think that module, again, this is in my show notes, I think that module is worth $100. So you basically get like a free little laser with one of the best detail modules that Ortur's ever produced. So if you care about doing things like photo engravings on organics and you're looking at something like the Ortur Laser Master 3, this might be a good buy for you just to get your hands on that module. Because I still can't find anywhere to buy the 2-2 on its own as a separate module. Like, you can't just go onto Ortur's site and grab it. So why not grab this? It's already on a platform that I really like. The AL1 was much, much, much better than its successor, the AL2, which was garbage. But this little tiny laser, I had a blast with. I loved it. You can still go watch my old review. I back it up. I think it was substantially more expensive when I reviewed it too, but I think that the $100 asking price is worth it for the module alone if you're looking to do detailed work. So it's something that I would consider if that sounds interesting to you.
Yep. And you guys had John in the comment saying that it's badass. He said only suggestion that to keep the speeds low because sometimes it'll wobble. So just a thing.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just a little guy. It'll move around.
I think on my final setup for it, I have it actually like bolted down to a piece of ply just to keep it like rigid. But yeah, it's a cool little guy. If you haven't seen that video, Michael, you should go watch it. I think you get a kick out
dude,
of it.
when it first came up, dude, I thought it was like a TIE fighter or something from Star Wars. I didn't know what I was looking at.
I literally put that in chat. It looked exactly like a badass TIE fighter.
What do they call that, Kyle? It's a cantilever. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, cantilever design. Next up on the list, it's everybody's favorite. You know it and you love it. It's the CW5200. This happens to be from Cloud Ray, but if you need a new chiller, these are the OGs, guys. They're the big boys. They actually have refrigerated flow. It's not just water running through a radiator. This is an actual refrigerated cooling unit. Make sure you stay away from the CW3000 series. Those chillers do not have like, what am I thinking? Like compressors, right? They're not actually refrigerating the coolant. They are just kind of cooling it off via circulating, cooling it off via radiator. So this is the minimum I recommend to everybody who needs a chiller. It's 25% off right now. It's lowest price in a while, $408 for a CW5200. I think back when I bought my very first one of these, I spent like $750 on it, and the price has been decreasing over the years. But the fact that, you know, people are facing issues with tariffs these days and prices of everything else are going up, the fact that you can get this for $350 less than it was just a couple of years ago makes it a solid deal. And they're calling it 24% off for their Black Friday deal. Grab it. You don't even have to pay for shipping, and those suckers are heavy. So if you need a chiller, or you've been operating something without a chiller that should have a chiller, or you've got one of those terrible setups with one of the fish pumps or whatever, get rid of it. Get yourself a real chiller. I don't think you'll regret it.
I want to know if I can make my wife a cold plunge bath with one of these.
Absolutely. I've seen it done. I saw a video about it on YouTube. Somebody definitely did that. Yeah, you can 100% do that.
Looks
all
beefy.
Right. Next up, these are, I don't know if these are actual sales or not, but guys, have you looked at a CommMarker B4 lately? Because you can get the 20-watt version for $1,200, which is pretty rad considering the the F1, right, that we just looked at, that was $1,000, has a 2-watt IR module, or you can 10x that for a little bit more money and lose the diode. And so if you're really serious about doing metal work, you can get into it right now for $1,200. I think that's a solid plan. Kyle, you've had more hands-on experience with the B4 than anybody else, and I think you feel pretty positively about them. Yeah,
For sure. So when I first got my hands on it, God, 2.5 years ago or something, or maybe more. I don't remember anymore. But I remember it came out at like $21.99 or something.
Yeah, I think that's
So
accurate.
it's like nearly $1,000 cheaper than when it launched.
Yeah, because the B4 used to only be the 20 watt for people.
I was
who
about
don't
to say the
like
other thing since then is it's gone up. Now they have 60 watts, which is what Resin just said in chat. She loves her 60 watt that she
so
has.
the 60 watt E2 JPT source.
Yep.
Is the same compact size or maybe even smaller than the original Max source that was in them. So, I mean, things have changed a lot in the last like 2 years.
Big time.
Yeah.
But for $11.99, if this is your first fiber and you're trying to figure out if this is for you, that's a really nice starting point.
Bro, didn't we start Sonoma laser engraving with a 20 watt fiber?
It was I think it was 30. Was it 20?
Was it
No,
30?
it was 30. It was 30,
Are
and
you sure it
you
wasn't 20?
upgraded it to 50.
50.
Or did you? No, maybe it was 20, and you upgraded.
I
it
think
to
it was
30.
a 20, dude, and we went all the way up
crazy.
to 50.
And it felt so powerful back then.
Yeah. Can I just tell everybody how much a 20 watt fiber laser was a decade ago?
Yeah,
that Alex and I started Sonoma laser engraving with. It was $33,000.
What the fuck? Yeah. I just like threw up in my mouth a little bit.
That was
so for anybody going, $1,200 for a 20 watt.
Well, it's kind of expensive. I don't know.
Yeah, just know that when I started this a decade ago, this just doesn't exist. These kind of pricing, this
democratization of tech is real.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. And that is proved by none other than the B4's big brother, the B4 50 watt, which is actually on sale right now. It's 8% off. They're asking for $21.99 for 50 watts of power that you can pick up and hold over your head.
I'm pretty sure that's the original price of the 20 watt.
Of the 20 watt, right. So blazing, just ripping deal on this one, guys. So if you want a little more power, if you're not, we talk a lot of shit about 20 watt lasers on this channel. They're great for what they're expected to do if you know what to expect from them. But if you want to do all the fun stuff that you see us doing on the channel all the time, a lot of the times you'll end up needing more wattage for that. And something like the 50 watt B4 would be a great pick. Sure, it's a little bit bigger than its 20 watt sibling, but for $2,200, I think that is a screaming deal for anybody looking to get started and they need something with a small footprint. Maybe you're keeping it in like a garage or like an artistic or creative space where you just don't have that much room. The B4 lasers, while there are some compromises on parts being easy to get, I would say, or exchangeable, they're more than made up for by the price tag. And if you don't have the space for one of the larger standardized split style lasers, this could be a great bet. For sure.
Remember, kids, fun starts at 50.
Looks like Kyle added the Omni ones in.
Yep.
You added it there, buddy.
Is the lowest price it's been since launch, as far as I'm aware.
Nice.
When I pulled up the camel history, it literally just shows like an immediate drop. And $3,000 for a 5 watt. With 2 lenses, it's fantastic.
Yeah, sick. I'm on board for it.
So I would say this is kind of one of the main deals of the day, I would say. Okay. And
bro, I love my Omni one. I love it. It's a great machine. That's a great deal.
Yeah.
This has been one of the community favorites. And then Alex pulled up the 10 watt. Even though the 10 watt isn't technically like on sale, this is, as far as I'm aware, one of the cheapest options for UV above 5 watt. So to get in for a 10 watt, a couple of months ago, I was sent a quote for a 10 watt for like $8,000. So 5,500 is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I just don't see any buying options for me right
It's
now.
there. It's direct from CommMarker.
Oh,
You just
okay.
have
I
to
see it
click
right there.
It's because
Yep.
it's a new listing. Yeah.
The cart. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, $5,500 for 10 watts. I can't think off the top of my head of anybody else that's beating that kind
And
of
that's
price
like
right
1
now.
week shipping, which is also not bad. So
Yeah.
considering
just
it's got to come in a big heavy box.
Be aware,
Is
and
that a chiller?
it does include it, but 10-watt UV lasers are chilled with liquid. They're water cooled. They're not air cooled.
Okay.
They just generate too much heat. So keep in mind that that's something you're signing up for if you opt for the higher wattage on a UV laser. You're going to be maintaining a water system.
The unheated garage during winter,
Yeah, indeed. Actually, I have something to solve that problem on the list today.
Oh, good.
But before we get to that, another inclusion by Kyle, the OhmTech 60 watt. This is the 16 by 24. And it looks like multiple configurations. Yeah.
Yep. So there's like 3 options for the 16 by 24.
Mm-hmm.
So this is very much like you need to pick the size that's good for you and right for you. If you don't need a massive machine, maybe getting a smaller one is going to be more efficient for you. Maybe you're space limited. Maybe you're not space limited. So I have 3 options for the 16 by 24 they're listed. And I have 5 listed for the 20 by 28, which is the one that we have. And there's
it's with chiller and light burn.
Yeah.
I think the best deal is probably this one, the $2,000 even pretty much for the 60 watt.
Yeah, you're gonna save $100 if you buy it by yourself and buy the chiller separately.
Yeah, because you can grab that Cloud Ray we just covered for like $400 right now, so that'll be $100 cheaper.
You'll save like $98, and then the Lightburn bundle kind of evens it out almost, because Lightburn Pro, the added cost of Lightburn Pro almost fixes that. But do the math on it. A lot of the time, for whatever reason, combo deals are sometimes less attractive. But I'm glad you pulled up this one in particular. This is the 20 by 28, $1,805 for a 20 by 28.
Yeah, that's huge. This is substantially bigger than the one that we just looked at that cost more money.
Yeah, that's a pretty good bid.
This is almost $200 cheaper, and you're getting a bigger bed, the same amount of power.
Yep.
If you turn it on its side, it'll fit through most doorways unless it's a non-standard doorway.
Ask me how I know.
Same here. And the nice thing about this is that with it, you just buy the separate chiller. You'll be way cheaper. You're way below average on the cost.
Yeah, you'd be out the door for like $2,200, and all on Amazon.
Yeah, it's coming straight from OhmTech. So, I mean, OhmTech needs a little love, but they're not a terrible brand, And then on the other side of that, you also have the backup of Amazon buyer protection if it's like delivered in pieces or something.
So just a couple of things to cover in case you guys don't regular the show. You need to know when you buy a machine like this what you're getting and what you're not. Okay, what you're getting is a rock solid tank like shell filled with parts that you can buy from dozens of different sellers online. Okay, and what that means is if you have a lot of time but you don't have a lot of money, putting some elbow grease and a little TLC into a machine like this can make it a really, really strong performer. But out of the box, it's going to be okay at best if nothing goes wrong. And if something does go wrong, you just pretend there's no support. Okay, support is non-existent. I mean, like, it exists, but it may as well be non-existent. And you aren't paying for that when you buy this machine. You're literally, this is like some of the parts is what you're getting when they ship this to you. I don't even know how they're this inexpensive, honestly. So be prepared to do a lot of work, do a lot of research. You're probably going to want to upgrade things. That said, it's a great price for a DSP controller. These things come with Ruidas usually installed, and the frame, the husk is there for you to breathe some life into. So if you're willing to do that and you have the experience or the sheer willpower to grind your teeth through that, this can be a great machine. I've made more money with my OhmTech 28x20 than I've made on any other laser, for sure. I don't even need to think about it. More than the fiber. This machine has made me the most money, but hours, hundreds probably over the course of the lifetime of the laser that I've put into making this laser not suck. So go ahead.
I was gonna say, we in our last, like, if you're watching this episode and you want to hear more about that, like, we literally had like a 10-minute discussion on that went in depth into all the different reasons for it, and that'd be a good use of your time to like go back and hear like a play-by-play from like all of us. Definitely worth it.
I mean, and another reason I like recommending these to the right people is because, like, everything I know about gantry lasers, I learned because I had to take this thing apart and put it back together to get it the way I wanted it, right? And I don't think there's a better way to learn than that if you can afford to learn that way. And I know a lot of people can't. There's a lot of people that need something turnkey. You want to turn something on and have it be perfect out of the crate, go check out like Eon. Right, go look at like Eon lasers or like Thunder or something like that. But they're gonna cost 10 times more, 20 times more than this laser, and so there's always give and take. But I really do think that this is a rock solid deal, and I like this company and I like the products they make.
I would add to that too is that at some point, regardless of how good the laser is when it comes, at some point it needs maintenance.
Yeah,
and you're the one that has to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're spending six figures, like you're going to be upwards of 80 to 100 grand to expect a tech to come out to you from that company, and you'd probably still be footing the bill for it on top of it. But that aside, 99% of the time you are the tech on site. They might support you with information, which is great, but you still have to get in there and do the work and get dirty. So getting in there and learning how to do the work while you tune it isn't necessarily a bad thing, in my opinion.
I thought I was vibing to your picks, Kyle. I was like picking up on your flow, and then you included this. Why is this here? Why?
$65.99 for what you can essentially slide a full sheet of plywood into and hack off what you need is pretty insane to me.
Can you slide a full piece of plywood into that?
It's 63 inches wide. You tell me.
I don't know. I suck at math. How many feet is that?
Plywood's 48 inches.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
It's a big bastard.
That's
a big bastard.
Big machine, dude.
It's not on sale, but if you have the space for it, why not?
Yeah,
fill your house with this.
It's just an insane deal. Try finding a machine that size for anywhere.
Get rid of the island in your kitchen and put this in it instead.
Yeah.
I
just thought it was a nice find.
At least they gave it a Trudish size mock-up. You know, they didn't
This is not a desktop laser. This is a laser the size of a desk.
Yeah, exactly.
This is one of those machines that I'm calling out for being pretend on sale right now because it's not really on sale. They have a $200 coupon that you can check there, so that'll bring this price down to $17.99, which was its price when I was sent it a few weeks ago and nobody was talking about sales yet. So it's not really on sale, it's a markup sale. I just wanted to throw that out there. That said, it ends up being around the same price as those 28x20s we were looking at earlier, minus the undercarriage footprint, right? So if you don't need the Z depth that you get on something like a 28x20 and you're tight for space, this could be a good option. The same rules apply. It is kind of rough around the edges. It's going to need some love and attention, but it gives you a really solid platform to work off of to kind of learn how these work and build the machine that you want to build. So I again, end up recommending this, not necessarily because it's on sale, just because it's very inexpensive and it seems to have the bones needed to get the job done for
Have
people.
you
on a
reviewed
budget.
one of these, Alex?
I have one. Yeah, I have one in my shop right now. I haven't published the review on it, but I've taken every single piece apart on it and put it back together already.
It looks
So-
really familiar.
So
like
one
I've seen
person
you
in the
do
chat
it
is
around.
asking, do you think it's worth it just by like without giving away like all the details? Because like we're already at 50 minutes, but like, is
Sure.
it worth it in your opinion, even if it's not on sale?
Yeah, for the sale price. Yeah, not I wouldn't say maybe $2,000, but the $17.99. Yeah, sure. I absolutely. Again, it comes with the same caveats though, right? Like I can't make that clear enough. It comes with the same caveats that like getting an Ohm Tech does. Is that you it's going to need some work. You're going to have to put some work into it to make it the best that it can be.
You
If
had
your
me at
limiting factor
undercarriage.
is budget and not space, I
Yep.
would probably go for the 20 by 28 that was up before this.
Sure. Yeah, this is
Just
the
because
space
you're
pick.
getting the same power, you're getting the same footprint, but way more Z depth
Right.
for the essentially $5 difference.
Oh man, it's going to be a long episode.
Oh wait, no,
tonight.
it's a bigger footprint, work size. My bad.
The other ones will go quick. Like the other parts of it will move quick.
Really? All right, Kyle, sell us on this.
The Maxi Index X. So this is the full size machine. It was originally, I think, 2,000, but it's down to 1,749. This is, as far as I'm aware, the new like normalized price.
Okay.
You still have to like get it shipped to you and all that, but everything on the table there in the photo is included. So you get all the rails, like all the slide things to align everything. It comes with on the right side, those two circles on the right are stick-on rulers. So
Okay.
you can stick a ruler on the top and the bottom for aligning stuff,
Cool.
which is very, very helpful. And just for what you get for the price, this is fantastic. And with the prices of everything going up these days, I thought this was a good time. If you're looking at something like this, get it in case the price goes up, if you're actually looking at getting it. And maybe at some point there will be a coupon code for it. I don't know.
My side note is that there are knockoffs that are appearing now from companies like CloudRay, and they cost more than the original, which is the Index X.
And they come with less accessories.
And they come with less accessories. So this really is a solid deal made by people who understand how this product should work. So I just want to throw that out there because I noticed CloudRays today while I was picking around, and I couldn't believe that it was more expensive. So I just want to throw that out there. What CloudRay can offer you is CO2 laser lenses. If you need a couple lenses, they've got them in a bunch of different diameters. It's going to be a short and sweet one, guys. They are 20-ish% off. The big hitters right now are the 2-inch and 4-inch lenses, which have the steepest discounts at around 20%, but pretty much all of their lens sizes can be had right now for around $30. So if you want to stock up on some lenses, this would be a good time to get them. And CloudRay does a great job with their focusing lenses for gantry lasers. So if you have a generic CO2 laser engraver and you need some extra lenses, just make sure you're picking the right diameter, get the focal length you want. This is a pretty solid deal. Next up, this is adjacent, but I had to include it because this is the most fun I've had this year. It's the Elegoo Saturn IV Ultra. It's a resin printer, and it's just so much fun, dude. I've printed so many fun things on it. It hasn't made me a dime. I haven't made a lick of money off of it, but I've had so much fun playing with it and just like printing things, messing with 3D files. It's been a whole new world for me. The fact that you can make like these giant ass crazy detailed models with like no seams or like layer lines or anything, it's just a blast. It's been amazing, and I'm super amped on it. $400 is like $160 less than I spent on it at least, and so I wanted to include it. It's 33% off right now, $399.99.
Dude, I thought between the 3D printer arms race and the laser arms race, it's intense right now. It's really intense.
Things
dude.
are moving at a crazy pace.
Yep.
So crazy, dude. So
crazy.
crazy.
The next one I'm really, really excited to share with everybody because this is the first time ever I've gotten to say these words. No IR is having a sale on laser safety glasses.
What?
Yeah, they're currently doing buy one, get one 50% off. You just use code BOGO50 at checkout. We've never been affiliates with these guys. I've never made a dime off of talking about their products. This is just one of those things that I really, really believe in. And for years, I've been telling people just pay full price. It's worth it. Protect your eyes. And now they have a really, really rockin' sale, especially because you can't always get lens filters that filter out every single wavelength. You usually need to pick up 2 pairs, sometimes 3, to make sure you get full spectrum coverage if you have a variety of different wavelengths in your shop. So this buy one, get one 50% off sale is amazing. If you don't know which models to get, hit us up in the Discord, check out the buying guide. We've got a full breakdown on exactly what you need depending on your kind of laser. And I'm just kind of beside myself that they're
that is a
laser
great
safety glasses
deal,
are on
dude.
sale. These never go on sale. This is the opposite of something that's perpetually on sale. These do not go on sale ever. So buy one, get one 50% off, rockin' deal. Okay, protect your eyes. If you've been waiting to upgrade your laser safety glasses from the garbage that they included with your laser, now is a really, really, really good time to do that.
Yeah. That's a great deal. I'm going to be snatching myself up, dude. I still have the same goggles we used. I still have the same set, dude, in our shop, and they're still have not fallen apart. The lenses haven't fallen out. They're great goggles, but they are a little scratched. So this is I'm taking advantage of that code.
Yeah, that's a good time for sure. 3M Rugged Comfort. This is the half face piece respirator. These work with the 9926 cartridges that I usually recommend to people, or the regular pink P100s. They're $24. They're literally cheaper than the filters. If you don't have one of these, get one. They're great for when you're cutting things that may be a little sketchy and you're not 100% certain that your exhaust is doing everything that it needs to be doing to make sure you're not breathing shit in. You just slap one of these on and you forget about it. They work super duper good. And again, they're cheaper than the damn filters. Get one. Matt's holding one.
I'm going to say, I was going to just plug this. If you are looking at the 6501 QL, definitely I'll grab the link for the 7503. It's the larger one, especially if you're someone who has a beard, because it is larger than the medium, and it actually lets you, it's way more comfortable. It fits better. It's a little, it's just a bigger thing. It's also got a gel pad. So it really is comfortable, and it keeps everything out, keeps everything that you want in the fresh air. So
it's fantastic. If you have a
is that the 7503
or a beard like we do?
7503.
The large is even cheaper. $20.
By the way, I think the 7503 has the gel in it though, and it's just it's for, like I said, for the beard thing, it just cushions down super nice, because I've got the 6503 behind me, and when I got this one, it's a big difference. So I'll grab that link so we can have it, but it's definitely worth, again, if you're a bearded person, it's worth having.
I didn't include links to filters in this episode, but it's a very in-depth topic, and if you are confused about what to get, we have a video that I published that pretty much nobody on the internet has watched. So I recommend going and finding that. It's part of the Ultimate Guide to Laser Processing, and it's 100% about masks, when you need to wear them, what kind of filters you should get, what they protect against. It covers all that information. So if you need to educate yourself about that, go find that video. I'll try to remember to link it down in the description for you guys as well. All right, zipping through these next couple. Zeiss lens wipes. Do you this is a Kyle ad. Do you actually own these, Kyle? Do you use these on your lenses?
This is a Matthew ad.
Oh, is it? You added something? I didn't even know you added things.
I put in 3 or 4 things, but yeah, the Zeiss ones are the same ones that you can find at all different places, Target, Walmart, whatever, right? You can grab them off the shelf, but this sale right here has them at the price for 4 cents a wipe for a pack. And you can get 600 of them, which honestly, these are great. I have them at every station, these glasses behind me. whenever you use a 150 or smaller lens, it's so nice to just wipe all the schmutz off. Because like if you've ever done deep engraving or coins, or just like I think I did like 103 name tags the other day. Like, dude, the amount of just brass dust that was up inside the lens, you can't even see it. And then you clean it and you just like, it's disgusting. And so that's the kind of stuff that throws off your beams. It kind of messes up your, you know, when you're trying to go for fine detail and you wonder what's going off and what's going wrong. It's those little things. John down there says he uses the same ones and they're dope. So just saying, very, very good stuff. And the nice thing is, you can use them on some products, you know, be mindful, like, but on acrylic, sometimes I've used it just to wipe off some of the extra dust when I didn't have an alcohol wipe around to kind of like clean up something real quick. So just saying, definitely good to have around.
I definitely need to check out more like lens wipes to see if they're actually worth it, because I am the asshole that gets like the dirty ass microfiber cloth and I just spray my lenses with like Windex and like wipe them down with my like dirty like metal soot covered microfiber cloth, and I don't give a shit.
Problem. Look, so this is what I have down here. Like this is the microfiber. I mean, look at
that's
this.
exactly what I use to clean my lenses.
Yeah, I mean, look at
Mine's
that.
covered in brass dust right now.
Yeah, so that's it. So what I'm saying is that what's really nice is it's quick grab, move, clean. You can clean off your glasses. You can clean off your, you know, your actual fiber laser glasses, all that kind of stuff. Everything works. It's a one and done, and toss it for 4 cents all day.
Cool. I wanted to shout this out really quick. I'm benefiting off of your fan base. Michael Noel V 1976 says, "Keep up the great work, gentlemen. I got into the laser world thanks to Laser Engraving 911." Actually, this might be on your channel. Probably you made $10.
Yeah, I think it's from the channel.
That's true.
But thanks, Noel.
Michael knows his stuff, man.
We'll hit you up.
That's awesome, dude.
Next couple items. Presses. There's a hat one. There's a flat one. You can have both of them for $250. If you haven't heat pressed a leatherette patch onto something, you're missing out.
You make your money back in like 8 products.
It's like, seriously, it's a joke. They're such easy tools to add to your shop. And man, I am sold on the inexpensive heat presses. I've used both. I've used expensive ones. I've used the cheap ones, and the cheap ones work fine. Stay away from these. These don't work fine. These are like these paddle style ones. That's icky.
They do.
But this does the job. $150, 30% off. This is a real sale. This is actually discounted right now, and it is a rock solid deal. It's $100 less than I spent on mine maybe 6 months ago, and I've loved having it in the shop. We also just tested out the hat press version. Rhiannon did the leatherette video for Johnson Plastics Plus, and that worked great because all those patches are still on there. I have no complaints about it. Both of them seem rock solid to me. So if you're looking for a hat press, Vever is the way to go on those. They make everything. They make like ice machines and like such weird shit, but the hat presses are good.
I was just gonna say I bought that same one. I think it was like $125. I made 6 hats, and I think I bought the hats for $6 a piece. Had the leatherette already, and I basically got paid 6 products done.
But Bunny said Black Friday isn't complete without Vever. It's true.
Pretty much, dude. It's good stuff.
That's fair. That's the Vever 4-in-1 heat press and the Vever 5-in-1 heat press. There's the 15-inch flat version and the
and by the way, all the links will be available after the video down
as
below.
soon as the show's over. I'm going to dump the links all into the description for you guys. There's also a 12x10 one for $96. I guess I didn't really include this one in the list.
That's the size of the pink one that I have, and I would just spend the extra money, guys. Spend the extra money.
Get the bigger one,
because is like that lets you do bags. That lets you do like thinking of flat products that are really easy to do. That lets you do like canvas stuff a lot quicker and
maybe
easier.
like breast pocket kind of style things. Yeah,
exactly. And you're gonna have a larger heating space on that. Like the coil is gonna be larger. Be able to kind of get some more stuff done easier, I think. Yeah. So I would say spend the extra couple bucks.
This is something we've talked about a lot, but I've never thought was very actionable because it's been just a little bit too expensive for my taste. But these are some great prices. the Jackery Explorer 300. I own this. It has a 300 watt max, so you're not hooking up like a massive laser to this, but it will run like a small fiber laser or a diode laser or whatever. I put it in the show notes. Let me see if I can find my notes really quick. I did the math already on this. So for a standard 30 to 50 watt fiber laser, you'll get 26 to 45 minutes of runtime, like the laser operating at max power off of this bad boy. It will be longer with idle, right? So if it's laser's just sitting there, you're waiting for a job to come in, that is going to count way lower against your time that you're running things. It obviously doesn't include things like laptop or computer time too, so that's going to have power draw too if you have that plugged in and you're not operating off of battery power. But $459, the ability to operate machines that aren't designed to be portably, I think is a pretty interesting way to test the theory, right? Like take it out and see if maybe that could be profitable for you, or take it out and see if whether or not investing in a larger power station might be a good idea in the future. I think $159 is very tolerable as an entry point to that. You're nodding, Michael. And chewing. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out.
No, I turned my mic off. But I'm nodding because what I like to use mine for is I hook this up to my AT&T modem and the router when we have power outages.
Power goes out,
and so no matter what's going on, it powers those for like, I mean, dude, it usually lasts like 6 hours.
Sure.
Right? And we have internet so we can make, kids can watch a show or the power's out, and these things are cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
If you want something heftier, I've always been a big Anker fanboy. Mm-hmm. They've got the Solix C1000s for $350 right now. This is a considerable watt hour upgrade. Okay, this is almost 3 times the longevity, the capacity as the Explorer 300s. And that adds up to some real time when you're operating the laser. You jump from 26 to 45 minutes ish on what I'm calling standard fiber laser to like 90 to 150 minutes, right? So you're getting like close to an hour and a half, 2 hours of runtime. This will last you a weekend, right? If you're not constantly running the machine. This will last you like a weekend at a show booth or whatever if you absolutely needed to have it, or if you're like out in the middle of like a football field at some kind of festival or something, you can get away with this. This will keep you powered for a while. I think $350 is absolutely a fair price considering the capacity here. And of course, you can hook all of these up to like solar panels too. So if you really had to go that route,
one of the options, and it's definitely worth it if you're sitting, especially down here in Florida where the sun's always out.
Sure.
And you can link them together too, right?
Yep.
You can buy a couple.
I do think that is the case. And so 92 to 150 minutes runtime ish. Again, that's loose math, guys. I don't know exactly what laser you have. This also has a higher peak output at 3000 watts, so you can power a much higher power machine with much safer peaks than you can with something like the Explorer off of this. So you're also getting that for the additional money as well. So good.
One quick thing to notice, right dead in the center underneath where it says peak 3000 watt, full charge in 49 minutes. So even if you're at a show, you can take this somewhere. Like most places have a location close by where if for some reason you were like, hey, we're going to shut down for lunch, and you could close your shop for 30 or 40 minutes, you can go charge this thing up, get a full charge in under an hour, and you're back to work.
Yeah, I mean, you could honestly take it into a bathroom and take like an extra long dump. You know what I mean? And like get probably like 30 minutes of runtime back onto your laser.
I mean, that's another way to put it. Yep.
Yeah.
Drop a load while the utility company drops a load on your battery.
I mentioned this earlier, but I recommend I can't look at this without seeing penis.
I swear to God, I was just like,
dude, it's like the biggest brand on Amazon for these, but this is
you gotta get your hand on this Polonus.
It's a radiator. I really recommend these. So back when I first Michael and I parted ways. He went to Georgia, I went to New York, and we left California behind. One of the things I wasn't expecting with my CO2 gantry was that it was going to freeze in my garage when it was negative 30 degrees here in New York. And this thing saved my ass on that. This is a really, really great way to consistently heat a space over a long period of time. And this did a great job generating that heat to make sure that my coolant lines wouldn't freeze when I wasn't operating the laser. And I really, really liked having it. They're super inexpensive. They're extremely low fire risk, unlike something like an infrared heater or like a regular like resistive heater. The fire risk here is incredibly low. So you're not going to burn your shop down leaving something like this on when you're not there to stand by it. In fact, I still use one of these to this day in my son's room downstairs because the insulation is really bad down there. So it gets super cold, and it's something that I feel super comfortable with leaving on all night or during the day when I'm at work and he's at school without worrying about whether or not the apartment's going to burn down, because we're not actually like exposing anything that will catch fire to the environment. Right. So I really like oil heaters for that reason. And I think they do a really good job. It's slow, consistent heat, right? You're not like blasting something again, like you would with like an IR heater. It's very slow, deliberate, consistent heat for keeping things like your lasers from freezing. I don't know if you guys have ever used anything like this before, but I found they work great.
I thought this was like a joke product. I forgot that it gets this cold for you guys. Like I completely
dude.
I want to know what draws more watts. Is radiant heat like this, or like the ceramic coil, like space heaters that you see? Like, I wonder what draws more watts.
I would guess the like ceramic space heaters, but that's just a guess. That's based on nothing. I'm pulling that out of my ass. The reason I'm picking this isn't necessarily for power savings. It's more for like
usability and safety.
It's it's more for like unsupervised operation, right? Like that's why I'm picking the
one
oil
question
heater.
was, what size room do you think this could be capable? Like, would this be for like a small garage, like 20 by 10, or could you do a 20 by 20?
When I used this, I felt it did its job efficiently in the single car garage that I had my
20 by 10
laser in. Yeah, so it wasn't a massive space. I also don't think it needs to heat the whole space. You really just need to heat the immediate area by where your water's flowing. The other trick is just leaving your chiller on always, even when it's freezing, because moving water doesn't freeze as readily. So that in combination with something like this, I think, regardless of the space, as long as it's nearby, you'll probably do fairly well with it. But take that at face value. It's $63. Maybe get two. You know what I mean? If you've got like a super large space or whatever, but it works. That's my point. It works, and it's cheap.
Yeah,
and it's on
a couple of people are in the thing are saying, "Yep, it wouldn't keep a larger garage good, but like Bunny Washer said, it's just enough to keep it from freezing, which is the whole point. You're trying to just keep heat in there."
Totally. I wasn't comfy with this thing in there. You know what I mean? But it kept the room it kept the garage at like 40 degrees.
To quote Free W67 from like 5 or 10 minutes ago, it keeps your junk warm.
Yep. Accurate. Here's the next one, guys. This one's just a quickie. It's 100 microfiber cloths for $25, which this is one that's actually in my cart right now because I just go through these and I tell myself I'm going to wash them, and then I don't.
This is what you throw away instead of the Zeiss wipes. You're like, buy these and
totally, 100%.
Dude, I'm so bad. I never wash those, dude. I just chuck them.
My wife was like, "What are you doing with that?" I'm like, "We need to wash these." She's like, "Throw that shit away." Like, because I literally am just like you. Like 8 months later, I'm like, you know what? I think this is about done because like there is no color on it besides oil and metal.
My thing is like if I'm using it to like wipe metal particulate off of stuff, I don't want to wash it with other stuff and potentially get metal particulate everywhere.
Yeah, sure.
But like
Matt's just showing off his disgusting ass. Right?
I'm just saying, to me, this is still usable. Like I look at this and I'm like, I got like 6 corners left.
That's not how squares work.
Maybe get some microfiber towels. Here is ballchain.com. You guys probably know this website from the old days because I used to talk about it a lot and I've just kind of forgotten to talk about it. It hasn't gotten any worse, but they sell like really, really awesome dog tags and things like that, like actually stamped steel dog tags. And they've got a bunch of other kind of like little knickknacks and keychains and things like that. They emailed me today 20% off site wide with code THANK20, THANK20. Again, not an affiliate. I don't have any like deals with these guys or anything.
I bought dog tags from here before.
They're awesome.
Very good quality, and they were the mirrored finish, and they were
Yep.
nice and thick so that when I actually engraved them, they did not warp. So if you get the mirrored finish ones, like don't look at the ones on the bottom left there, like that one. Go up to the top. They're a little more expensive or whatever, but they were the polished finish one, and they were really, really nice. Super thick, didn't curl, and none of that crap you get with like the cheaper, guys. So just heads up.
Everything that I've ordered from these guys has been great, and 20% off is a massive discount. And I'm finding it interesting that I'm not even seeing anything about the sale on their website. So it really was for just their email customers, and now I'm spoiling that and sharing that all with you. So again, it was THANK20. I just got it as a marketing email that they sent to me. 20% off site wide. Grab yourself some little knickknacks, doodads, and dog chains, or dog tags, and I think you guys will snag a win out of that. Next up, Ukuch has added some things to their store. I found it really interesting. They've added this laser wood starter pack. So it says, get started lasering wood with this handy starter pack of laser-friendly hardwoods and plywoods. Includes one piece of solid alder, basswood, cherry, hard maple, mahogany, and walnut, each measuring 1/8 inch by 6 inches by 24 inches, and 2 pieces of Baltic birch plywood measuring 1/8 inch by 12 inch by 20 inch, $45. $45 for that kit to get started, which I think is
just to be clear, that's all real wood.
That's real wood. That's real wood,
right?
All the
solid,
way
not a veneer,
and real,
which is fine.
birch.
But this is real wood all the way through and through.
A lot more than I ever thought.
This is the kind of stuff that you would be wanting to make your wooden jewelry from, right? This is the kind of high end. This is the kind of craft wood that you should be using to make laser cut jewelry.
A lot more people sell Baltic birch than I ever thought would be a thing, because why would you fake that and lie about that? But this is also real Baltic birch, which comes from the Baltics. So if you have been looking for a solid place to get that, you can get that too. You guys have seen on my channel, we've talked about the sample kits that you can get from them. They're awesome. You should buy them. And finally, I just wanted to point out, if you haven't already tried it, the thin seconds here, guys, the box of domestic seconds is pretty great. You just get like this random assortment of wood at varying thicknesses, and you get 20 pounds of it, and it ships to you for $25. This can be great for finding settings, using as scrap for projects, or doing random signs. I've used them. Kyle makes boxes with them. I find random excuses all the time to just like dig into these scrap boxes, and I actually order them semi-regularly for testing on different lasers and things like that. So
if you guys go back to the Christmas episode I did last year, where I did slate coasters, a bunch of batches of slate coasters, and like a gift box to go with them. This is where I got the wood from to do that.
Yeah.
One thing I was going to say, just knowing that I think they're in Wisconsin, right?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, sure.
So the one thing I was going to mention, though, is like our prices, each of the three of us that are usually here, the shipping varied greatly, because 20 pounds is 20 pounds. So when that goes from Wisconsin to New York, not that big of a deal. Wisconsin to, Rhode Island, whatever. But then down to like Florida, it was a lot. It was like, I think like another $30, which is still not bad. But just saying, be mindful.
Not bad, but it's not as great.
Yeah, just be mindful is all. So when you see the price, don't be like, I thought it was going to be way cheaper.
Yeah.
So just be mindful, like they do account for that, because it is 20 pounds of wood. But you're definitely going to get your money's worth still from the product itself. So good stuff.
Yep. If you guys watch the channel, you know I've learned that chrome tanned leather is probably the absolute worst thing you can put in your laser engraver besides PVC. But the Leather Guy, theleatherguy.org, is selling natural 2 to 10 ounce 1 pound bags of veg tan scrap for $10, which is again awesome, super cool. It's kind of a mixed bag. You are gonna see a couple different thicknesses here, and some of them are out of stock. Price varies very little between those thicknesses, but 6 to 8 ounce tends to be a great thickness anyway. $10, guys. $10 plus shipping gets you a pound of veg tan, which is, I think, a really good deal.
So many patches. So many patches.
Yeah, so many patches you can cut out of that. Patches don't care where they came from. They don't need to come out of a big sheet.
Chains, like this is just easy money.
Yeah, easy money for sure. Johnson Plastics Plus coming up on the list, guys. Again, they're not having a Black Friday sale on their blanks, but they are having a ton of things that are on clearance right now. This is one of them. They're 16-ounce laserable pint glasses. You've seen these on the channel before. $4.69 right now. I'm going to kind of flip through these because we've got a lot of them. They've got these neat looking Saddle Collection trifold wallets. You saw our ultimate guide to engraving leatherette. We covered the Saddle Collection leatherette. It engraves beautifully. These are only $3.60 right now for a wallet made out of really, really nice leatherette that is safe to engrave. I thought that was a pretty solid deal. There's also a huge variety. I'm just going to open all these at once and just start slapping them over. Wooden Christmas ornaments are on clearance sale for $2.37 a package for these little Christmas trees. That's 50 cents a piece. We've also got snowmen. We've got bones. We've got ovals. We've got the Prague, which is just like a little template-y thing. Is that a thing? Prague? I don't know. Somebody in chat tell me what that is. And the bell. So 50 cents a piece, pre-cut, especially if you don't have the ability to cut your own stuff and you're just looking for blanks to mark for your laser that only really marks and doesn't cut super good. This is rock solid. 50 cents, you turn that into $10. $10 ornament, customized, done. So just want to throw those out there as well. Another thing on clearance, these Saddle Collection 8x10 photo frames. This one's $3.61 each for.
If you're not sure what that is, it's their leatherette.
It's their leatherette, right? So you get an 8x10 photo frame for $3.50. I don't care what it's made out of if I can laser it and it's $3. You know what I mean? So I saw that. I thought that was a really good one.
Ooh, those are really good for teens and
with
schools. Just so you know, easy money.
Yeah,
easy money. We also have these raw wood round fridge magnets. These are actual wood, which have downsides. We talked about them on the podcast last week. But the 1.3 inch ones, these little suckers, $20 or 20 per package for $4. That's 20 cents each. That just seems like
not too shabby right there.
That seems like markup heaven to me. Yeah. They also have the 2.9 inch diameter rounds. So these are substantially larger, but these are 35 cents a piece right now. I mean, like, clear them out on that shit. That just seems like something useful to have in a bucket, just sitting around.
Go to a local shop, put your city.
They're basically paying you to take them.
Yeah.
I feel like an elementary school would love something like that for like their kids.
That and like local shops. Like I literally had a guy the other day who's like, "Hey, I need something with our city on it," because everybody always comes in saying, "Hey, do you have one of these around?"
Sure.
And I don't. And so I was like, "Yeah, I could find something for you." So honestly, I might just get those.
Dude, people keep asking me for fucking business cards, and I'm like, I don't have business cards. Like it would be so easy to just buy like 30 of these and just print the business information on it and just give it out, and it's going to end up on somebody's fridge or whatever. You know what I mean? It's got a magnet on it. It's 35 cents. They used to be $1.50. Like 35 cents. Forget about it. I'm on board. Sold. Done. This one's really good. This is a really good deal. Ready for this one? Check it out. We're going back to Amazon for a minute. Brilliance Laser Inks, 32% off right now. 32% off. That's a rock solid
That's
deal. These are
cheap.
usually
This stuff is never, for the record, the 12-ounce cans are basically never below like $46 or whatever.
$46 is the lowest I've seen in recent Amazon sales and across their website. This is cheaper than on their website right now, which, to Kyle's point, they're going for $44 on brilliancelaserrigs.com. Amazon, you guys are getting them for $34 on the Black Friday sale.
I think you're paying shipping from their site too.
By the way,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I know we have a video on this, but Michael has a really great video of this too. I think you did yours on Rotary, right, Michael?
Yeah, I did a lot of stuff on it. A little bit of both. Yeah.
And it's just really good stuff. Like the quality of both of the engraves on both videos comes out looking so sharp. And people don't understand the difference. Like I literally have this right here that like this just happens to be sitting on my desk. Like I did this on a stainless steel, but even then it changes and does all that, and people just don't understand like the Z Mark versus like this. And this stuff lasts ages. Super worth it.
Yeah, it's not angle dependent usually.
Right.
What? Yeah, almost never. I don't think. If it is, I think you're doing it wrong. The one thing I want to point out, so this is $10 cheaper than you can get it from Brilliance Laser Inks directly right now. Additionally, the best deal is on the single can on Amazon. So don't buy the multi-packs, even if you want multiple of them. Get multiple of the one can, because the discount is actually worse as you scale up. So like that 4-pack, you're not saving as much as you're saving on the single pack. I did the math on that already. So single pack, best deal right now on Amazon. And we will include all the links. I see Matt keep reminding people in chat. All the links will be included in the description as soon as the live stream is over, just so you guys know. This is a cool one. I don't know if you guys know this or not. This is the Noun Project. This is one of my favorite websites right now. So the Noun Project gives you like icons. It's like iconography, right? So instead of finding like stock images or like vectors, they're like, and these are vectors. You do get them as SVGs, but they're basic, right? So I can type in like, wow, and it'll give you like really simple vectorized icon style artwork for what you're looking for. And you can search for just about anything you want. You know, lightning. I bet this will give some cool results, or, you know, so all this stuff, easy, royalty free. You can use it in any of your work. The license is very permissible, super nice. Again, I've done the research on this. I use this regularly. I use this all the time. They have a, what's up?
I'm shocked. This is pretty cool site, dude. It's the first time I heard about it.
They have a sale.
Like some of the coolest shit, man.
It's 30% off of their annual subscription right now. This is one of those things that doesn't really go on sale. They claim it's $33 a month or $40 billed annually. But if you buy it now during their sale, you can get that for $27.99. So that's $10 off the year. It's like 4 months for free, 3 months for free, or whatever. Super good deal, right? You're not buying like vector stock credits here. They've got millions of these little icons, and you can use them in anything you want. It's for $27
nice
a year.
It's an unlimited use scenario. You can use it as much as you want in the given time frame.
Yeah, you can also create derivative works with it. So you can modify them and use them in anything that you create. Again, the license is very permissible. Make sure you read it for yourself, but it's a service that I've been incredibly happy with. They're adding new things all the time. They have higher paid tier plans for stock photos and stuff. I don't really mess with that. I use it mostly for their graphics, but 30% off is a really good deal. The regular service price of $40 I thought was a really good deal. $27.99, forget about it. I'm 100% sold. I think if you guys spend some time just running searches on this website and check it out, I think you'll be sold too. Again, no affiliate relationship here. I don't make a dime off of this one. This is literally just something I love to use, and I wanted to make sure I shared it with you guys.
Nice one.
Next up, Osmo Action 5 Pro. $250 right now. Usually I include like the ZV-1. I'm always sitting here on these episodes lecturing you guys about why you need to own a camera, right, to take pictures of your work. Well, the ZV-1 cameras aren't on Black Friday sale right now, but I did find myself using my DJI Action 1, with very old DJI Action 1, the original one, to shoot a lot of videos for the reviews I've been working on. The Algo Pixie, the Ortur R1 and R2, the We Create Lumos. A lot of that footage was shot with an Osmo where I could get the tiny little camera into the machine. And it could be a great tool for you guys to showcase your lasers in action when trying to sell your business too. And so that's why I'm including it here. It's a 4K camera. It does up to 120 frames per second. So you get some cool slow-mo shots, and it's going to fit in your machine where you're trying to capture footage, especially if you're working with a class 1 laser where you need to keep the door closed and you don't want to expose yourself. Shoving something like this inside the danger zone, no problem. Right. So this is a really, really great deal. It's probably the cheapest place you're going to get a quality 4K anything. And I've really liked my original DJI Osmo since I bought it in 2019 or whatever. And it's been working great since then. And I still use it for footage for episodes today. So I thought I'd include that one today. 24% off, $259 for a 4K camera. And I'll spare you guys the Sony ZV lecture this time around. We've got 2 items left. We're almost done, guys. This is my last pick for the episode. The Lenovo ThinkPad E16 Gen 2. It's a 16-inch laptop, full HD display. That's 1920 by 1080 with an AMD Ryzen 5, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabyte SSD. This is a perfect machine for running Lightburn. It's a perfect machine for running Lightburn. It wouldn't be a buying guide episode if I didn't include a ThinkPad. Frankly, this is like one of my absolute staples. So I think it's a really good time to buy one of these guys. $600 for a laptop that is going to last you a decade, right? Or whatever, I think is a rock solid deal. I only own ThinkPads for my mobile computers now, and they're all really, really good. And I want you guys to have really, really good laptop too. The E series is the budget series, of course, right? ThinkPads can get really, really expensive really quickly. But this does have the stats to do vector editing, basic video editing, running Lightburn, running multiple Lightburns, probably, no problem. So I was stoked to see this one. I know we don't go crazy about laptops, and this isn't a tech review channel, but if you need a computer and you guys are looking for a new one, this would be my call out for 2025. I think it's a pretty good deal.
Nice.
If you don't want a laptop and you've got a stable workstation in one particular location, you've got minis for a mini PC. Is this a Kyle ad?
It is, yeah.
Take it away.
It's got a 1250 Ti5 from Intel. So if you want something with QuickSync, if you're looking at like transcoding videos for promotional content or your storefront or whatever, QuickSync is really great for that. So Intel. 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD. So It's got 12 cores, 16 threads, and plenty of juice to get stuff done.
Yeah, I've been really happy with the minis form PCs. I feel like they do a good job putting them together. They're not the fanciest things in the world, but they run, and it's perfect for a little laser station where it just needs to sit there. You can spin up like something like SyncThing, right? And just work wherever you're going to work, in an office, a desk, whatever, your laptop, and then just drop them in like a SyncThing folder and have them shoot over to the laser, and you just pull it up on the little box, and that is just your laser PC for your laser workstation. Something like this would be awesome for that, for sure.
Yeah, I use those all around the shop, dude. Every station has one.
Noel's asking, did you cover air purifiers in this stream? We didn't, but we can take a quick look because that's usually something that we talk about. Remember, air purifiers aren't for exhaust or extraction, right? I feel like I just have
they're
to
not
say
for your
that out
machine,
loud.
they're for you.
They're for you to catch the leftovers. But that said, air purifier, let's see if any of the things that we know. Well, there's the Levoit right off the bat. That's your brand, right, Kyle?
Yep. I have 3 of these. Well, 2 of them technically, because my dog chewed through one of the power cords on one of them. But I love them. The filter replacements are pretty affordable. Bunch of off brands carry them. So you're not really short-handed on filter replacements. And I they make ones that are designed for very large rooms, but if your shop is massive, I would almost err on the side of just sticking maybe 2 small ones on opposing corners of the room.
Sure.
You're going to get better airflow that way anyway. And just to repeat this again, this doesn't filter your machine. This filters the air for your lungs. So don't try and connect the machine to your purifier. It's not an extractor.
It also does not give you free reign to just run your laser in the room, right?
I got asked twice last week if somebody could connect an air purifier to their machine or just stick it in the basement of their CO2 gantry or whatever. Please don't do that. It's not going to work out very well.
Yeah, this is not an exhaust solution at all. It's for the leftover nonsense. This is the one that I use at home and at the office. It's the Aura 2 from InvisiClean, which I've been super duper happy with too. I'm sure Kyle's are also great. You can compare them if you want to. This one is not as on sale, but there's a $10 off coupon. Again, super cheap filters on these. They've been really expensive. At least I haven't really noticed buying filters, so that's probably good. They've just kind of fallen into the background. So I'll make sure that we include links to both of these as well in the final sheet, which I'm going to get to work on dropping in the description of this video for you guys right now. So it should be up in like 5 minutes. That's it. We're done. We're so over time. It's not even funny. What are we at? You got a 90-minute episode out of us today. Poor Michael's over here like knocking out, dude. He's ready to go to bed. I know he's nodding off. I'm glad you could hang out for this one, though, bro. It was a good one to have you on for.
Yeah, this is good to hang out, dude. I got some good ideas for some deals, dude. So thanks.
Yeah, no problem. And if you guys were here live with us, thanks for popping by. I really appreciate it. Whether you're coming from Laser Engraving 911 or you're one of our regulars over here at Laser Everything, remember that the Laser Source podcast is live every Tuesday right here on Laser Everything at 9:00 p.m. EST. Last week's episode just dropped on the audio podcast. I know I mentioned it a couple weeks ago, but the audio podcast is 100% caught up now. We have full parity between the live streams and the audio podcast. You can find it on Apple Podcasts or Pocket Cast or wherever it is that you listen to your podcasts from. We are caught up. This is episode 192 this week, and 191 just went up on the audio podcast yesterday. So we've got a filled out catalog of audio podcasts. If you haven't checked it out in a while, go check it out. There may be quite a few episodes that are waiting in your podcast inbox for you. If you got value out of this one, guys, don't forget to smash the like button. Let everybody else know the content is good. Please. It does so much for the channel in terms of the algorithm and getting our content in front of more people to help as many people as we can with this kind of stuff. And if you want to watch more stuff like this, don't forget to subscribe. Guys, hit the notification bell so you get notified the next time we go live. If you really, really, really like this episode or just what we're doing in general, maybe you really like the free resources that we load people up on over at makearmy.io, or you find our tutorials really helpful, or you really enjoy the podcast, the number one way to support those is over at masters.lasereverything.net. It's the LMA. It's an amazing community over there filled with really smart people, and everybody's always helping each other, providing, giving, and not taking. It's just brilliant. I love every single one of our LMA members over there. You guys rock. If that's not really your style and you just want to support, we've got links to Patreon, Coffee, etc. down below too. We are 94% funded by viewer contributions. Only 6% comes from affiliate sales and sponsorships. So you guys make Laser Everything possible, and we're super grateful for that. I'm glad we got to do a Black Friday episode for you, but I think that's all I've got. We're well over time. Thanks again to my co-host for being here with me, and we will see you in the next one.
In the next one.
Matt.
Pew, pew. I was answering a question that was in chat
Thank you.
about the 50.
I know, but you got